I do believe that I've been closer to God than ever before, and I'm blessed with it. So my name is Matthew. I'm married, been married for 11 years as of today, actually.
Hey,
happy anniversary.
Thank you. I got 2 little boys, 6 years old and 5, and I was raised in Round Rock, Texas, just north of Austin. I was there most of my whole life, and then I came to Corpus for college. My mom was a single mom, and she raised my brother and myself, and by the time I was 18, she had 16 houses. She was buying rental properties.
Oh, wow.
And she'd buy one house a year, buy another house, and she created financial freedom for herself through that. And I was able to see, as a young boy, what's possible, and also like, hey man, nobody can really have an excuse. If she can do this, my dad wasn't around, and so that was really inspiring. So I got into real estate when I was 18 years old in college here in Corpus Christi at A&M, and that's all I was doing my whole life was like hyper focused. I wanted to be the best. I wanted to be the best real estate agent. I wanted to be the best investor. Like nothing else. I wasn't partying. I wasn't doing anything other than real estate. 16 years later, there's a lot that's gone down, a lot that's gone good, a lot that's gone bad, and I want to share a little bit about that with you guys. And to start with it, to the hard-headed, that hit home to me because I definitely was. I've always been a massive risk taker, gambler, hundreds of thousands of dollars that I lost on basketball games, on football games, just gambling. My dad wasn't around, and I don't know if there's something to this, but he's a gambler, and I never really knew that until I was later on in life, and I feel like maybe there's something that passed on to me, and I had to learn that the hard way. But I couldn't watch a football game without having $5,000 on the game. It wasn't exciting to me. And it just got deeper and deeper and deeper, right? And this is by 22, I had lost everything I had. And then happened again, and I was making money. I was good at real estate.
Yeah.
But I was always taking risks. And I didn't...
How many tickets, 50-50, did you buy? I'm just kidding.
Hey, and please ask questions or speak up. But I believe this, that I was never motivated by money to buy a Ferrari. I do believe that I wanted to do good things with it. And I felt that I needed to do something important, and I felt that money was part of that. That's what I thought. So started building a real estate company. I went to A&M. I went to A&M College Station, got my master's degree in real estate, and I got to a point where I had a real estate company in Austin, and we had 180 real estate agents. And I have a partner, and we were building it, and we were thriving. We were buying houses. I was making $1 million a year. Money was just flowing in, and I think there was a little bit of arrogance in some sense. I don't feel like I thought that I was better than people, but I also at 27, 28, making all this money, I probably felt like I was something special. During that time period, I was investing a lot of that money into one publicly traded company. And I ended up getting to a point where I had personally $4 million invested in this one company. I had a bunch of real estate that I owned. I was making money in all these different places. And long story short with that, the $4 million over a 5-year period just would drop like $30,000 a day, $40,000 a day, $50,000 a day, $60,000 a day. And it went to zero. And I almost killed myself, to be honest.
Keep going.
But it's I'm kind of, that happened in November of last year, but it was a time period just going down and down and down. And it was tough because I had worked so hard in real estate, and I was good at it, and I just did this one bet over here that really set me back. But there's hope because honestly, like I am truly glad that it happened. I'm closer to God than I ever have been. I know that this story that I can share will have an impact on people. And I want to do that. I'm good at what I do in real estate. I will recover. I know that I will recover. It's kind of fresh for me still, so like I haven't really shared it to a lot of people. But my brother's a pastor in Austin. He was a reconnaissance Marine, and I've just always been really hardcore and focused, like you said, hard-headed. Like I'm committed. I'm an action taker. Like I don't sit around and talk. I just do it, you know. And I was putting that money there because I wanted to make 50 million, 100 million, right? But I have so many good things going on in my life that are outside of money, and I don't need to make the money back. But I do know that I will. I'm buying a $16 million apartment next Thursday, and I've got another 30 million and a 40 million. And I don't say that it doesn't build me up, and it's not gonna like just solve all my problems. But what's happened through all this is I have a story to share, and I've had a lot of people that reach out to me and still, you know, because I really just started sharing it like in the last 6 months, and a lot of people are struggling, you know, and I feel like I'm in a position in real estate. I still have a big company. I still have a lot of people that know who I am, and I can talk to, and I support them. And I started doing this weekly call every week. For my whole life, I was just willing to talk to anybody and support anybody. Like I'd have 200-300 phone calls a day, right? Mm-hmm. And at the detriment of I should be hanging out with my wife and my kids, but I'm trying to help this person. I'm trying to help this person. And yeah, I wanted to make money, but I also felt like I just need to help everybody, right? And so what I started doing was I said, hey, I'll help you, but come to this Thursday call. Every Thursday at 1, just come here. And that's been very freeing for me because I can point people that direction. And we get on there and we pray and we talk to God and we call brokers and we analyze deals. And it's been life-changing for a lot of people, including myself. But I built a lot of trust with people through that. I've been able to meet new people and share. And so, there's a lot to losing all the money. And truly, I don't think anything would be different. I don't think anything should be different. I think there was a lot of lessons and humility that I was taught through this process. And I wanted, I don't know if anybody's struggling financially. I'm sure some people are. Hopefully provide hope, you know, because people don't know that. They see what we're doing online, and we are buying big deals. But you know, from that $4 million loss, $650,000 of that was borrowed from a line of credit with the bank, and I'm still paying that off. But I've been detached from money in some sense, and more attached to God, and just knowing that there's a purpose to this story. And I think it's 2 Corinthians where, you know, in my weakness he is made stronger. Yeah. And I feel that. I feel that I have a purpose for sure. So that's my quick story with that, but I wanted to share that with you guys, and I wanted to share that there is hope, and I've been detached from things of this world in the best possible way from that. Like, I thought that I needed to make money. I thought that is what made me important, but it's not. And I do know that I will make money, for sure. And so hopefully I can do better things. I don't think I was ready for it at the time, but I think I needed to learn a hard lesson through that. I'm 34. I still have a lot left. I got a lot to teach my boys about that. And the last thing I'll say about it, which was a little challenging for me, is like I didn't put the money. I felt personally like if I was putting this money in Bitcoin, I'd be gambling. Like I tried to get away from the gambling. I read everything about this company. I looked at their sales. The people on the board of this company were the Prime Minister of Canada, the Speaker of the House, John Boehner. I'm like, this is a safe company. Yeah. I wasn't trying to gamble. I never anticipated it going to zero. in November of last year, there was this acquisition that was going to take place, and 6 years ago it says this company is going to acquire this company for $4.3 billion. And in November of last year, it says they're acquiring them for $0. And my heart just sank because I was literally reading the press release. I'm like, finally, the acquisition's going through. Yeah. And then it goes to zero value for shareholders. I'm like, I didn't even know that was a term. The stock just disappeared. Wow. So it was tough. I mean, it's hard to overcome that financially, thinking like, oh, I got to make this money back. And I don't. I have to glorify God the best way I can. Yeah. And I can make it back on one deal in real estate, and that's kind of irrelevant, but I just want to share that story the best way that I can. I have people still calling me every day like, I'm getting evicted, can I have some money? And I'm like, dude, it looks like I have money, but I'm with you, bro. And I'm also trying to learn. Like I had a pastor call me last week, and he needed $6,000, and I was like, I got a little bit of room on my credit card, I'll do it. And my brother's like, no, dude, it's not wise, but I feel that I need to help, but I don't know the balance with that.
Your story definitely helps. It really does.
Matthew, were you the individual that was with our table about a month ago? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
You look totally different today than you looked back then. I think Felipe, are you
Yeah. No, he's not.
there? Anyways, I think Felipe was with us. There was a few other guys, and you remember us laying hands on you. We prayed for you.
Yeah.
And we're seeing the results of that, guys. It was something really, our hearts were hurting for Matthew, and because you shared it different than you did today, and all grace be to God because of that. He's taking you, as we shared with you over the group, but then in private.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
you're going to be fine.
I know.
Just stay focused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amen.
Guys, he's like, this kid is in. He's in a tough spot.
Yeah, I'm in the thick of it. I've been dealing with it for a long time, so I just haven't really shared it. So when I share it, I get a little emotional. But I'm good. I'm strong. I'm close to God. I do know for sure. Jeremiah 29:11, right? I know the plans and I know the hope. And I'm honestly, truly, I feel blessed to have a cool story to share. I took action and I made a mistake. It's unfortunate, but there's a lot of positivity and good things that are happening and that will happen for it. And so it's just kind of fresh a little bit. I've dealt with it for a long time. It's hard to share with people that you lost $4 million because it's not really something that's you can comprehend really, that or most people can.
You made a mistake or you made a plan?
I had a plan with it.
Right.
Yeah.
And so you're describing man's plan, and then you just quoted scripture from Jeremiah.
Mm-hmm.
His plans versus your plan.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Sounds like you're getting more in line with the real plan.
Yes. I agree with that.
That's powerful.
But it is tough.
Yeah.
We're seeing it, but I bet all of us are feeling it too in our own thinking, and maybe we haven't been through that, but we've been through something.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
It's
So, I appreciate it. It definitely was my plan. And I was consumed. Like I remember just wanting it to be over. Like I looked at it every single day, and to go down 50, 60, 70, 30, 20, and then like, one day it jumped up $2 million in one day, and I'm like, I'm back, and then it just, and I was trying, I wasn't a stock trader. I think that's part of it with being a gambler. I wasn't trying to gamble. Really wasn't. But I was, And I was not close to God. I was definitely reliant on myself and thought I had it figured out. I would have said I was, relying on God, but not like I am now. I do remember there was one point where I do remember thinking I was hearing God telling me, like, sell the stock, like, get out, when it was like halfway down. Pretty clearly, and I didn't listen. And then it went to zero. So that's all the negative, down stuff, but I have so many positive with business, but with being connected with God and sharing this story, and I influence a lot of people every week. I mean, I have 60, 70 people in a group, and it's growing, and there's new people coming and praying, and like, I'm trying to give them hope as well. And so I hope to do that. I hope to share that. I do thank God for all of this. That's kind of my only speech, really. I appreciate y'all hearing me out, and I do, if I can help in any way, or if anyone has any advice or takeaways, I'm all ears. But that's all I got, and I will say that God is getting me sharpened and better and closer to Him, and I know that it happened for a reason.